All right, buckle up, because today we're taking a deep dive into how AI could completely transform the music industry.
Yeah, it's pretty wild.
We're going to be looking at AI consultant Elias Coulour's plan for basically giving Universal Music Group a complete makeover,
A full-blown business model makeover. It's ambitious.
to say the least.
Coolers didn't mess around either. He really did his research.
Oh, yeah. Like what?
He went deep into UMG's 126-page investor presentation.
Wow.
And then he tackled their massive 335-page financial report.
This guy's serious.
Oh yeah, he means business.
So what did he find?
Well, first, he broke down UMG's current strategies. There are 6 of them that UMG actually outlined in that investor presentation. And then he suggested ways to improve every single one.
Okay, but he doesn't stop there, right?
Nope. He also dug into their financials and came up with 18 first principles optimizations.
First principles optimization.
Basically, just smart ways to boost their ROI.
Ah, okay.
And just wait, there's more.
More. What else could there be?
On top of all that, Coulours developed 30 blue ocean strategies.
Wow, 30.
30! These are all about creating entirely new markets for UMG, pushing the boundaries in the music industry.
So he's not just trying to make UMG better, he's trying to change the whole game.
Exactly. And get this. He even categorized all 30 of them.
Okay, now that's where things get really interesting. So let's start with the 6 strategies from UMG's presentation.
Right.
They are streaming expansion, superfan economy, monetization, high potential markets, innovation and technology integration, and superfan engagement and ecosystem expansion.
A mouthful, I know.
They sound pretty straightforward at first glance, but Coulours sees room for improvement.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Like take the superfan economy, for example.
Yeah.
UMG is already doing a decent job of capitalizing on things like vinyl, CDs, and artist merchandise.
Right, especially for those diehard fans.
But Coulours thinks they can step it up.
Oh, absolutely. He sees a huge opportunity to take this to a whole new level.
Okay, how so?
Well, he suggests leaning into limited edition physical formats, for one. But it's more than just the quantity. He proposes creating collectible, seasonal, or thematic collections.
Interesting.
Maybe even exclusive designs by the artists themselves.
Okay, I see where he's going with this.
It's all about tapping into that fear of missing out, turning these physical items into premium products that the most dedicated fans will just have to have.
So basically making them feel like they just have to get it before it's gone.
Exactly. And he believes this strategy alone could boost their revenue by 10% to 15%.
That's a pretty significant jump.
It really is.
It's a great example of how Coulours takes a solid, existing strategy and finds a way to make it even more effective.
Right. Super smart.
So what about those first principles optimizations?
Oh, those are interesting.
That's a good example of one of those.
One that stands out is optimizing metadata.
Okay, that sounds pretty simple.
It might sound simple, but Coulours believes it could have a huge impact. Well, think about it. If people can't find the music, they can't listen to it right.
Right.
Making sure all of UMG's music is properly tagged and categorized on every streaming platform is crucial for discoverability.
So it's like making sure each song has the right keywords so it shows up in the right searches.
Exactly.
I hadn't thought of that.
And Coulours estimates that this could boost streaming revenue by another 10% to 15%.
Wow. So these seemingly minor details can actually make a big difference.
That's exactly it. It's all about sweating the small stuff.
It's really interesting how he balances these big, innovative ideas with these more practical, optimization-focused strategies.
Absolutely. It shows just how comprehensive his approach is. He's not just focused on the flashy stuff. He's looking at every single aspect of their business and finding ways to make it better.
It's impressive, really. And reminder, he developed 18 of these optimizations,
18.
which we'll dive into more in part 2.
Can't wait. But before we move on, we got to talk about those blue ocean strategies.
Right, those 30 boundary-pushing ideas.
Yep. That's where Coulours really gets creative.
Okay, remind me, what exactly is a blue ocean strategy?
It's about creating entirely new market spaces, not just competing in the ones that already exist.
Ah, I see.
Imagine a vast blue ocean, totally uncharted and full of potential. That's what Coulours is aiming for.
I like that.
UMG could be sailing into uncharted waters.
And he came up with 30 of these for UMG.
30. I can't wait to tell you about them.
Well, I can't wait to hear about them.
Welcome back. So are you ready to dive into some of these blue ocean strategies?
I'm all ears. Lay it on me.
Okay, well first, remember how Coulours broke these blue ocean strategies down into 3 categories?
Yeah, he had strategies addressing risks with breakthrough innovation, strategies leveraging current trends, and original groundbreaking approaches,
Well,
right?
you got it.
I'm dying to know what he came up with.
Let's start with the strategies addressing risks category.
Okay.
Remember how Coolers did a deep dive into UMG's financial reports?
Yeah.
Well, from that, he identified some key risks that UMG is facing.
Interesting.
And then he brainstormed really innovative ways to, like, mitigate those risks.
I see. So turning those risks into opportunities.
Exactly.
Cool.
One that I thought was super interesting is what he calls the cybersecurity music fortress.
Okay. A fortress for music. What's he talking about?
It's all about cybersecurity.
Uh-oh.
As
Right.
the music industry becomes more and more digital, the threat of hacking and piracy and data breaches, that all becomes a major concern.
Yeah.
So Coolors proposes creating this ultra-secure digital distribution network.
Using like top-notch technology, I'm guessing?
Oh yeah, we're talking like quantum encryption and AI-powered threat detection.
Wow.
It's like building a digital fortress around UMG's music library to protect their intellectual property, you know?
Yeah, and to make sure that artists are getting paid for their work.
Exactly. Quantum encryption, it sounds crazy.
It does sound like something straight out of a sci-fi movie. Is it even possible?
It is. And that's what I love about Coolor's ideas. He's not afraid to, think big and find truly groundbreaking solutions to complex problems.
That's pretty amazing.
So by building this cybersecurity music fortress, UMG could really set a new standard for the whole industry, like building trust with artists and consumers, especially in a world where things are changing so fast digitally.
That's a fantastic example from the strategies addressing risks category. What about those strategies that leverage current trends?
Okay, one that I thought was really cool is the wellness integrated music experiences.
Wellness integrated music experiences.
So have you noticed the whole trend of mindfulness and wellness solutions?
Yeah, totally. Seems like everyone is trying to de-stress and be more mindful these days.
Exactly, and Coolers sees an opportunity for UMG to tap into that.
So UMG could provide like calming background music on meditation apps and stuff.
It's way more than just like background music. Coolers wants UMG to develop therapeutic sound experiences.
Oh, okay.
Maybe even mental health focused programs.
Like guided meditations set to music.
Yeah. And even content that syncs with your biometrics. Like imagine music that adapts to your heart rate or your breathing patterns.
Wow, so the music would change based on how your body's responded.
Exactly. That's personalized music to a whole other level.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
It's really cool how Coolers is thinking about how music can be used to improve people's lives.
Yeah.
It's not just about entertainment.
I know. It's about the emotional impact of music, too.
Exactly.
And that leads us to the third category, those original groundbreaking approaches.
Okay, hit me with the most innovative concept you've got.
All right, get ready for this. The Quantum Composition Laboratory.
Whoa, hold on. Quantum computers.
I know, right?
For making music. Isn't that overkill?
It might sound crazy, but think about it. Quantum computers can process information in a way that regular computers just can't.
True.
So Coolors believes that this could open up all these new possibilities for composing music. Imagine algorithms that could compose music that's more complex and nuanced than anything a human could ever do.
Wow, I'm trying to wrap my head around that.
We could see totally new genres of music, maybe even AI-powered collaborations between humans and machines. It's kind of mind-blowing.
Yeah, it sounds like he's not just trying to improve the music industry. He's trying to redefine what music even is.
And that's what's so fascinating about his work. He's a visionary.
I can't deny that he has a truly unique perspective on the future of music, but honestly, I'm a little skeptical about some of these ideas, especially that quantum computer thing.
I get it. It is a lot to take in. But remember, Coolors has a reason behind all of this. He wants UMG to be prepared for the future, not just reacting to it.
So he's thinking long term.
Absolutely. He's strategically positioning UMG to be a leader in whatever the music industry looks like down the road.
That's some serious forward thinking.
It is. And in the final part of our deep dive, we'll look at what all of Coolor's ideas mean for UMG and for the whole music industry. We'll also talk about his call to action for continuous innovation and collaboration.
Awesome. I'm ready for part 3. Bring on the future of music. All right, welcome back to the deep dive. So we've been looking at AI consultant Elias Coolors' vision for Universal Music Group. And let me tell you, it's been a wild ride.
It really has.
From like supercharging their current strategies to building a cybersecurity music fortress.
And even like throwing quantum computers into the mix.
This guy has some seriously ambitious ideas.
He really does. But he doesn't just like pull these out of thin air, you know. He put in the work. He really analyzed UMG's investor presentations and financial reports, and there's a clear reason behind every single strategy.
So it's not just about coming up with cool ideas. It's about actually figuring out how to make them work.
Exactly. It's a masterclass in applying strategic thinking to the music industry, I think.
Yeah, I agree. So we've covered the what, like the strategies themselves, but I'm curious about the why. What's the big goal here? Is it all about UMG making more money? Or is there something more to it?
Well, making money is definitely part of it, for sure. But if you look closely at Cooler's work, it's clear that he's not just focused on profits. He really emphasizes aligning all these strategies with UMG's core mission, which is connecting artists and audiences in a meaningful way.
So it's about using innovation to like enhance those core values, not just disrupt things for the sake of disruption.
You got it.
Okay, cool.
And Couleurs believes this can be done with a multifaceted approach. He encourages UMG to be more customer-centric, prioritize value creation for both artists and fans, and foster an agile organizational structure that can adapt to all the constant changes in the music landscape.
Sounds like he's pushing for some pretty big changes in the way the music industry operates.
Yeah, he is. I mean, his ideas have the potential to reshape how music is created, how it's distributed, experienced, and even like monetized. Imagine a world where artists have more control over their careers.
Right, and fans can invest directly in rising stars.
And music is like an integral part of our well-being.
It's a really compelling vision. But let's be real for a second. Some of these ideas, like that global talent democratization platform or the neurological music experience design thing, that sounds pretty futuristic. Is any of this actually possible?
That's a fair point. I mean, some of these concepts might be years, maybe even decades away from becoming like mainstream, but Couleurs is a forward thinker.
He's definitely thinking ahead.
And it's not like he's just throwing out random ideas. He's actually laying out a roadmap for how the music industry can evolve and thrive in the face of all this new technology.
Yeah, and he's not naive about the challenges. He talks about some of the potential risks that come with new technologies too, right?
Oh, absolutely. He acknowledges the concerns about data privacy and the ethical side of AI and the need for sustainable practices. He's a big believer in responsible innovation. UNG has to prioritize those things as they venture into new territory.
Yeah, that makes sense. It's one thing to dream big, but it's another to really think critically about what could go wrong and put safeguards in place.
Right. And for Couleurs, it's not just about UMG going it alone.
Oh, what does he say?
He stresses the importance of collaboration. He actually calls on UMG to partner with tech startups, research institutions, and even the artists themselves to create the future of music together.
Yeah, that's a good point. Transforming the music industry is going to take a collective effort. It can't be done in isolation.
Exactly. And that brings us back to you, our listeners. We've explored Couleurs' vision for UMG, but what does it all mean for you?
Yeah, what does this mean for our listeners?
Whether you're a musician, a tech enthusiast, or just a music lover, I think these ideas invite all of us to rethink what music can be and its role in our lives.
It's a call to action, isn't it? To challenge the status quo, to embrace innovation, and really shape the future of music.
And remember, this is just the beginning. If you want to explore Couleurs' ideas more, you can find his complete 79-page keynote presentation on his website, eliascouleurs.com.
It's packed with even more insights than we could cover here.
It is.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground today, from optimizing UMG's existing strategies to like venturing into the world of quantum composition. It's been quite a journey.
It really has. A fascinating, thought-provoking journey.
I hope this deep dive sparked your curiosity and gave you a glimpse into what the future of music could be.
So until next time, keep those headphones on, keep exploring new sounds, and keep diving deep.
Thanks for listening.